Have you ever wondered how life in Skyrim must be like as a survivor? A man lost at sea. Someone left to die. Well guys, in today's video, I will do my best to describe to you exactly how life in Skyrim is as a survivor. There are many things that have went into this playthrough, and believe me, I died at least 50 times. Just throwing it out there. If you haven't checked out my older roleplay videos, I suggest you check them out because they are pretty sick. They're pretty cool if I do say so myself. A lot of those videos are what pretty much made me get to 1,000 subscribers, so for all those guys and gals who watch those videos, I thank you all. Here are some other videos you can check out in your free time if you want to see some more of me and hear my sexy voice. But without further ado, let's get into this. Skyrim. This place is not for the faint of heart. I've been lost at sea for days, weeks, probably months. I have no idea, but it seemed like a very long time. I have no idea where in Skyrim I am at, or even if I am in Skyrim. I don't even know where I am. But I think this is Skyrim. From all the stories I heard, this place is very hostile. As I woke in my now sunken, capsized ship, I realized I may or may not get out of here alive. As I woke, I was freezing to death almost. So I swam to try and figure out how to get out of my ship. I soon came to realize that all of my crew members would be dead. As I swam up to the first floor of the ship, what I think is the first floor, I saw a good friend of mine's. He is dead. Unfortunate, I thought. However, he had clothes on that looked very warm. I threw those on, and I tried my best to find the way out. Luckily, for my time spent with a fellow mage who kind of raised me in my childhood, he taught me a healing spell. Thank Talus, I knew that spell pretty well because I would surely need this. The water was so cold that it was almost disabling to my joints. I have never experienced cold to this degree in my life. As I tried to find the way out, I actually died. Yeah, this would not be the first time. I died a lot, but back to the regularly scheduled program. After many efforts and attempts to try to find my way out of the ship, I found a hole. Thank Talus, it was big enough for me to fit through. As I got on the top of the ship, or would actually be the bottom of the ship, I looked to see where in Talus I was. I think this is Skyrim. Somehow, a crew member managed to escape but died, so I stole their clothes. This was very comfortable and warm, I thought. However, the challenge of swimming was just starting. I found my way to the closest iceberg. You know, I thought I was already so cold, but no, it would only get worse from here on out, guys. It was probably negative 100,000 degrees, it was so cold. As I stood on top of one of the ice piles, I thought to myself again, I'm gonna die out here. I then saw another person. I believe they were dead. I think this was a crew member of mine. I wonder how they died. Probably froze to death, I presume. But this would not be the fate of me. In Talus' name, I will escape this icy death. As I traversed over each pile of ice, I thought to myself again, this place is very peculiar. I could die here. I could not. We'll never know unless I try to get off of this icy wasteland. As I progressed through the floating piles of glacier, I have reminisced about how life, or how good life is, in a warm, nice cabin. Thinking of these things kind of brought me a sense of peace. You must stay focused, because if you lose your mind out here, you will not be able to get it back. I push forward. More ice piles. More ice piles. Thank Talus I stole a torch from that ship, because boy oh boy, this is my only source of warmth out here. I stood for a bit and realized I have a ways to go. This was not going to be an easy task, I thought, but I must push forward and continue my journey to ground. I believe I see some sort of land in the distance. It was so foggy, the rain was penetrating. I couldn't believe that I was still alive. It was so cold, it was unbearably cold out here. And I thought to myself, how can anyone in Skyrim live on this side of the island? As I pushed on further, I saw land. This was exhilarating. I was so full of adrenaline that it actually kept me warm enough to keep my sanity and keep pushing forward. As I said before, Skyrim is not a place for the faint of heart. You must have a strong mind to keep it out here. As I went forward, I encountered a walrus or a seal. I'm not quite sure what that thing is, but I kept my distance so I wouldn't have to harm it. I pushed forward. I saw a wolf, or at least I believed it to be one. And I also saw a ship that was also brushed upon the shore. Yes, indeed, that was a wolf. I'm hoping it does not come near me, because I do not wish to harm anything or anyone. My only wish is to get to dry land, warm land, because it is just as cold as it is here as was in my ship. I pushed forward in hopes to find a place of warmth, but alas, I was greeted with the violence that Skyrim has to offer. These wolves left me no choice but to defend myself. I thought, it's me or them. Hacking and slashing away at these poor pups. I felt bad for them as one ran away. A second chance, I thought. As I entered this tomb, it was warm inside, but not as warm as I would have hoped for. I saw two dead people. They looked like they've been dead for about 100 years or so. I thought to myself, I probably should not be here, because whatever killed them may still be here. So I left in search of a more welcoming environment. I am praying that Skyrim is all but a frozen wasteland of hostility. I see a city on a great rock. I don't know what this place is, but I am hoping that it is some sort of civilization that I may have a sort of relief. This place is beautiful. All I can think of right now is getting the heck out of here. So as I kept moving, I realized that I was in a swamp or a bog. From stories and books, places like this are not where you would want to be. So I kept moving. But then I thought to myself, this place is actually beautiful. The typical stereotype of a swamp doesn't quite add up to this. It's charming in a sense, and beautiful. How beautiful Skyrim actually is. The stories that I heard about this place just don't add up. Not at all. I kept moving. I was getting tired. Really, really tired. Then I saw 2 torch bugs. They seemed to be friendly. The only non-hostile thing I've yet to encounter here in Skyrim. I stood here for a while and gazed upon the glory of this moon, perhaps planet. I'm not sure. But as I stood and stared, I thought about my future and how my current journey has made me a stronger man. Boy, do I have a story to tell. I cannot believe I actually survived any of this. Thank Talus, I survived.